So in this video, I'm going to show you a few examples. The first example that I'm going to show you is regarding the problem that we had on the slides. So here is the program for computing the tax based on income. We have the first line that asks for the income from the user and stores it into this variable income. If we check, what did I get? What is the value of income? If, so we put IF and put the variable. I want you to put one space, exactly one space between if and this variable, then less than 25,000, see the spacing, put a colon, notice this colon here, don't forget that, that is a common mistake and you'll be frustrated with the way Python starts editing. And if you put, let me just show you here, if I hit enter key now, oops, there is a little, there is probably a little issue with this whole thing at this point. I had a little issue with idle, so let me. Yeah, I don't know what the issue was. It is now okay. Yeah, if I hit enter after the colon symbol, Python or idle automatically indents the code. So I can type stuff here, right? So that is how you should be doing things. Don't unindent, I mean, don't or didn't, I suppose. So if income less than 25,000, put the colon, hit enter, and as you can see, once again here, the cursor is indented, start typing there. If you have multiple things, you can put holding equals 0 or something like this, you know. If you want to put, if you want to do multiple things, they should all be aligned, as you can see here. I don't need to do this here. So I'm going to, all right. Then I put the else, that is the otherwise in the pseudocode, put the colon again, notice the colon here. Oops. And I will be indenting. So let me indent this to the right position. Tax equals income minus 25,000 times 10 divided by 100. And then I print the tax. So that is the program. And if I run this, it asks for the income. Suppose I put 27,000. Then it says tax is $200. Right. That is our first program. Here is a second example. This program asks for the price of an item. So you are going to a store and or somebody is going to a store and then there is a certain price for some item that this person wants to buy. And the person also has some coupon or something that gives discount. So the program asks for the price and for the discount, and the problem statement is like this. If the price is more than the discount, then you subtract the discount from the price. That is the final price. That is the cost the person pays. If the discount is more than the price, suppose the price was $100 and the person has a discount for $200, then the price cost is 0 to the person who is buying it, but they don't get $100 back, right? So we ask for the price in the first line. Second line asks for the discount, and we check. If price is less than or equal to discount, we will print this. Otherwise, we will compute the difference between price and discount, and we'll print that is the cost. So here we are using less than or equal to. If price is compared against discount using this operator, less than or equal to, no space between less than and equal to, right? You should have the colon, I'm emphasizing this again, and the statements that belong to this condition are all put here. I only have one here. It's a fairly simple program. The other situation, if price is more than discount, is handled here with the else part. You don't have to have the else, but to have an else, you need an if. Okay. So that is the second program. And let's run this. So enter price of item, suppose it is 300, and discount, suppose it is 100. The cost is 200. You can see that it ignored this line. Your cost is 0 because price was 300, discount was 100. So this condition was false. So it went to the else part. In this example, we are using Turtle Graphics. So this program, what it does is, if the user types in C, the user is asked for some input. If the user types in C, then the program draws a circle. Otherwise, it draws a rectangle. I mean, we are not truly worried about where the rectangle is going to go or where the circle is going to go. We just want to illustrate the use of conditionals. So here we go. We import turtle, then we ask, enter C for circle, anything else for a rectangle. So the lowercase c is the only input for drawing a circle. Everything else draws a rectangle. And notice that I don't need int or float or anything because I'm getting a string. So I'm expecting a string from the user. I'm not expecting numbers. So I don't need int parentheses input. I don't need float parentheses input. Shape is going to be a string. Then I hide the turtle, that is my preference. If a shape is equal to C, that is, if the user entered C, then shape would be C, and I'm comparing the string or the variable shape against the string C. Notice the use of quotes around C, otherwise C would be a variable, right? Notice the use of equals, equals. Don't use a single equals. That is a common mistake. If you use a single equals, it means assignment. It doesn't make much sense here. So if shape contains the string C, I am drawing a circle of radius 100. As I said, I'm not too worried about the radius or the location of the circle or the rectangle. I just wanted to illustrate the use of selections. If shape contained anything other than a C, this will be ignored. Turtle.circle will be ignored, and Python will take this branch else, and it lifts the pen up, goes to a location, and then keeps going around meaning turning 90 degrees after drawing a line, and then it completes the rectangle. So you can see that there are multiple statements here. They are all aligned. If I misalign them, Python will not be very happy. It will not complete the program. Okay. So you will see that if I enter C, it will execute this line. Otherwise, the program will execute all these lines. So let's run this and see what happens. Let's enter C to the prompt. So it is asking enter C for circle, anything else for a rectangle. So I'm entering C. Let me see what happens. You can see that it is drawing that circle. So it took this branch, turtle.circle 100, and the program ended. Right. Now let's run this again. And let me put something else. Let me put R, or it doesn't matter what I put, anything other than C would draw a circle. Sorry, a rectangle. Okay. All right. Now it is drawing the rectangle. So it went to these lines. It executed these lines. So it found that shape contained, what did I enter? I entered T. The shape was T, so it is not equal to C. So it ignored this line. It did take this branch. It instead went to the L spot and drew the rectangle.